Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to dust off a classic, the Fighting Lion, because this interaction is incredible. You know how Behemoth can now spawn and loop unlimited crystals with Howl of a Storm? Fighting Lion will auto-load itself when hitting these crystals, or enemies affected by them, and receive a sizable 50% damage boost in the process. It's a little weird how it works and it isn't explained completely in the weapon perk description, which I know, shock. I promise this is worth explanation though. The part of the perk which is causing this reload is this. Rapid final blows against grenade damage combatants refill the magazine. However, you don't need final blows or grenades with this setup to activate the auto load. It's really strange. My guess is stasis crystals regardless of source will always count as a grenade, and the final blow part, honestly, no idea. If you instead just read it as enemies affected by a grenade auto reload, then it all works out fine. So a Howl of a Storm hit will class an enemy as hit by a grenade, so your first Fighting Lion shot into that target will auto load. And this shot is AoE and will shatter other nearby stasis crystals. So if this is against a larger health enemy, they will be tagged by grenade damage again. So now a second shot will also be auto loaded. At this point you can Howl of a Storm again and repeat for a rapid firing, never reloading Fighting Lion. But wait, there's more. Stasis has Whisper of Impetus. This reloads all stowed weapons upon dealing damage with a stasis powered melee. But there's another technicality. Because the Stasis Titan Howl of a Storm melee has a animation tied to it, and during that animation you don't have any weapons held, it will reload all of your weapons, not just stowed ones. It also means you could use burst damage options in both a kinetic and heavy slot, and swap to these as it will bypass reloading them too. Something like Haliatus could be good. This fragment does have a 5-second cooldown, so you can't just mag dump an entire Haliatus exclusively with it, but the cooldown is short enough that it's a semi-frequent everything auto load, well worth using. This setup is similar to another one I've made here, so be sure to check out this video if you want a full breakdown of a build including all subclass, exotic and artifact options. The changes made are of course a Fighting Lion and now Whisper of Impetus too. Another fragment I want to throw into the mix is Whisper of Rending. This one makes primary ammo weapons deal 50% more damage to frozen targets and 100% more damage to stasis crystals. Fighting Lion, despite being a grenade launcher, does count as a primary and receives these full buffs. Note that against boss targets you don't even need to freeze them, just hit them directly with a stasis crystal. Rending usually means any regular ad will be one shot by Fighting Lion after a Howl of a Storm melee, and champions will be heavily chunked too. And since these two fragments are coming in, two are coming out. The new setup for fragments is the following: Whisper of Hunger, Whisper of Conduction, Whisper of Impetus and Whisper of Rending. This still allows for improved melee energy returns from stasis shards and tracking shards for quality of life. You do lose the ability to go up to 8 times frost armor, but that's not really a big deal. Finally, just a few tips on how to play this build. You can absolutely get away with just Howl of a Storm into Fighting Lion spam pretty much everywhere. Even in forced power delta activities, enemies just get deleted. Howl of a Storm with Glacial Quake Super will delete bosses. Just ensure Synthoceps are active by being nearby enemies. For run and gun, you can just fire a single Fighting Lion shot into a stasis crystal rather than at the target to ensure a hit, and this will still auto load it. This substantially reduces missed shots. It's a super fun setup, be sure to leave a like and comment if you want to see more of these condensed and unique build setups like this. Thank you for watching.